much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from Arrowhead. On the return now, here's Keyshawn Martin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down. Second down following the run.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field.
And Blount loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now here comes Kansas City. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. Good enough for a Kansas City first down. Here we go with Jamal Charles. And some room to maneuver. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Off to Wilson it goes on the end around. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a third down.
A reverse is never called just to get 1 or 2 yards. It's often called to get a big, big play. The defense was having none of it on that one. They sniffed it out and stuffed it.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now Brady. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Returnable for Thomas. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and on the last possession.
Gronkowski, slot left. On 2nd down, here's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
3rd and goal, Patriots now.
Tom Brady on the sneak.
But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And if he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the patch 3. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And Gostkowski's kick is good. This offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well.
And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now a direct snap. It's Jamal Charles. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So the Patriots coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston. From that outside linebacker spot, he's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Gronkowski, slot left. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Going underneath to Blunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So they're operating in the red zone.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean up.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And this will result. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Charles the lone setback. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Smith. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
To pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing on third down, Smith. He's going to let it go again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jeremy Maclin as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And now I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Danny Amendola on the return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Brady gives now to Bull. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So we've come upon halftime here. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about.
There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demetrius Harris, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st and 10, Smith to the right side. It's Kelsey. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Smith. They're able to locate Wilson. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Albert Wilson. Chiefs add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. We've got a 3rd and 11.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Second down, here's Smith. Incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. It's caught. Nelson. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. A dump off for Charles. Whoosh. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? No. I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wide open, Julian Edelman. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Brady now on first down. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They slot Gronkowski outright. Now Brady throwing on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Again, it's Brady. He's got time. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, Smith. It's complete to Chris Conley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Trip. I got 87, that's speed.
Throwing again is Smith. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
I got 11. Hey, check.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Single. Here I come. I'm coming after you, 25. I'm coming after you.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Smith going to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now Smith. They're able to locate Wilson. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
That generally means
success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. This will be caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. All right, so first down, 5 yards to go. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Brady to throw, and that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One final try now for Brady. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.